You want to put a wager on this? Since both of you guys think Mayweather is going to win, and I think Pacquiao.
$20.
Let's not do money.
$20. What
about lunch? How about lunch for next week?
Where are we gonna go?
Well, no, if
Jimmy
I
John's.
win, if I win, I'll bring you guys in a sub of your choice.
Okay.
If
You're gonna
I
be
win,
bankrupt.
You guys are gonna bring me 2 subs or 1
Deal.
sub each.
Deal.
One sub each.
I'm in. We're getting free lunch next week, Vinny.
dude.
We're getting free lunch.
Detroit is the greatest! Straight up light you on fire for a Coney dog right now.
Back with Neiman in front of him. McCarty draws. McCarty in. McCarty scores! A magnificent goal! Darren McCarty!
Stafford takes, throws, end zone. Calvin, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Got it. Motor City Sports Rant. DetroitSportsPodcast.com. Benny Stubbs. Jason Jarvi. You bastard.
Why am I a bastard? I brought in your sandwiches.
You lost, and I told you.
I did, and it was a travesty.
It was an absolute
I wanted to appeal
travesty.
to your guys' nature because, let me tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
If there would have been some kind of injury on Mayweather's side and Pacquiao got the win, I would have been, okay, that's fine. Maybe just bring me in 1 sub each.
No.
But no, you guys gotta rip on me.
Yeah. What do you expect?
Pacquiao's still a good fighter.
You said he wasn't. You deserve.
I didn't know he was hurt.
You deserve.
Nobody knew he was hurt.
You deserve to get ripped on for that. I told you. I begged and pleaded. I said, "Don't make this bet. Don't put in this wager."
If you guys were under a rock for the past couple months, the Mayweather Pacquiao fight finally happened last weekend, and it started out wonderfully by being delayed because pay-per-view couldn't figure it out. A ton of people just reported outages.
It was like bigger than Christmas.
Yeah, and it ended up being a complete waste of time. It was a horrible fight.
I didn't watch it.
Neither did I.
You seen the highlights?
John, did you watch the fight?
I did. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And
No, you didn't, you liar.
Did you pay any money for it?
$5. I brought beer to the house that I went to watch it. So
Where?
If I paid $100, I would have been livid.
Exactly.
It was boring.
Anybody who had to pay more than $10, like anybody who probably went to a bar and had to pay $10 to see that, that's a waste of money.
I'd rather watch Joel Osteen like gospel highlights on YouTube than watch that fight.
But so the big story after the fight is it came out that Manny Pacquiao had a significant shoulder injury, and he clearly wasn't himself.
Dude, come on.
He threw 240 less punches than his last fight back in November.
He's fighting the truth. The light in the way. Mayweather.
And after that, people are actually have class action lawsuits against him.
Good.
They're trying to get money because regardless, these guys made millions and millions of dollars.
It's all about the money.
It is. And that's what people are saying is that
how could you think anything different?
The issue is that Pacquiao didn't say that he was injured. He was clearly injured back when they were supposed to sign some waiver, and he marked that he was fine.
Look, Mayweather probably called him and goes, "Look, man, we're going to make a lot of money here. We'll just dance around for 12 rounds. We'll split it all."
And that's what it is. It was a boring fight.
My God.
All it was Mayweather ducking his punches.
And Vegas had their hands all over it, man. Like I said, it was fixed. It's entertainment. Boxing's dead, right?
It is dead.
It's been dead.
Nobody should pay to see the rematch, but they still will.
What was the last good fight? Tyson and Lennox Lewis? 2002? I mean, seriously, what was it, 15 years ago? Where were we at?
I mean, it's definitely, it's bad.
It's terrible. Get rid of it, please.
John, did you have a comment?
I just thought that for these guys...
Eat that sub. You got a little bit of mayo dripping on your shirt.
for the sport of boxing, it took 5 steps back. And for these guys, too, if you want to make another $100 million in a rematch, they should have fought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the injury to Pacquiao. Even if he would have thrown 240 more punches...
He still would have lost.
Mayweather is a ducking artist. I mean, you can't hit him. You cannot hit Floyd Mayweather. He knows... He basically knows when the punch is coming. He's a master at defending. That's his fight.
I hate him.
And the reason why so many people are angry is the majority of people watched him for the first time and were like, whoa, this guy doesn't do anything. And Pacquiao, it was on Pacquiao to dictate the fight, but in the end, his injury probably did play a part in the loss, but he did throw in that fourth round when he had that flurry. He just backed off for whatever reason. He should have kept it going. That was his
flurry?
chance. He had a flurry in the fourth round. With that, he backed off and the fight was done. Mayweather is, a master at boxing, at defending, but he's not a good fighter.
Was it fixed? Yes or no?
No, it wasn't fixed.
Was it fixed, Jason?
It's not fixed.
Yes,
it
it
was
is.
still garbage, though. That
Fixed, dude.
doesn't deny the fact that the fight was horrible and boxing is dead. And I will be writing a strongly worded letter to Manny Pacquiao.
I'm not going to read it.
Hoping that I can
You
get.
think he can read?
I want.
Mayweather
I
can't
want
read. He can
to
buy
get
it.
a $15 Subway card for repayment because this was ridiculous.
Absolutely.
What's going to be the content of this letter?
I just say,
Length
hey,
or girth?
Manny Pacquiao, I was in your corner for months. I said you were good. I think that you were fast and you were strong and you had what it took to beat Mayweather, and you lied to us.
You did.
And I lost a bet.
And I
I had to buy 2 sandwiches for $12. So send me either $12 or a Subway card.
Exactly.
And I'm hoping that he does. It might just get a response.
You should have got
It's
that Subway card that
ridiculous.
John was passing out there on DetroitSportsPodcast.com on Twitter.
But back to the fact that boxing is dead.
Twitter.
Is there any way that this gets fixed at all?
No way. It's your guys' fault. All the hype and all the money you guys put into it, it's all your guys' fault.
And people are, if they do end up having a rematch, people are still going to pay to see that.
No, they're not.
They are.
It'll drop. It'll get cut in half.
Yes, but they're still going to make money, and that's all that really matters to them.
Damn, that sub was tasty.
To actually keep boxing alive, there's only one way to actually save it, and that would be to
Kill everybody in the UFC.
No, to give us a fight that Floyd Mayweather could actually lose. Because he's saying right now
He's going to retire, isn't he?
He's got one fight left in September, and then he's gonna quote retire.
How do you
unless
lose
he
to a guy
goes
that hangs out with
against
Justin
Pacquiao
Bieber?
again.
I'd be so pissed. Like, dude, you hang out with Justin Bieber and you beat me?
There's one guy out there right now who I think would be a pretty good matchup. Nobody really knows about him. It's Gennady Golovkin.
Oh, come on, dude.
And he's got 19 consecutive knockouts right now.
John, don't shake your head yes like you know what he's talking about.
Everyone that watched the Mayweather fight was like, pass on Mayweather. Look up this Triple G guy on YouTube. So I did. Wow, you got to. If you're a fan of boxing, just YouTube Triple G knockouts. Good stuff. I agree with you 100%.
He's not a big skill guy.
Well done.
He doesn't have the skill that Mayweather or Pacquiao has, but he just murders people in the ring. And it's awesome. It would be Rocky versus Apollo Creed.
So boxing's not dead.
There's no way that Mayweather goes up against this guy.
No, I doubt it.
Because if it is his last fight, who would want to get knocked out?
He's making it rain at one of your local titty bars right now and does not care. He's done. They'll never see him again.
Mayweather's never going to risk his title, and
No, absolutely
boxing is dead until some other great boxer comes along, which who knows if that'll ever come, because UFC is so big right now and it's more accessible.
Yeah. I don't like UFC because you turn on the TV and it's all recorded and it's just ridiculous. Like it's like watching an NFL game that's already like on your DVR.
Yeah, it's pretty pointless.
Put some
because
live stuff on if you want to get some if you want to grab my attention.
I always try to tape Lions games if I can't watch it.
I hate
but
when I go out to like the bar with my friends and like the pay-per-view's on for UFC and all these guys are acting like they know who these guys are. Like, oh yeah, dude, we're gonna watch this. Oh my god, UFC, giving each other hand high fives, slapping each other on the butts. Like you guys don't even know who the hell's fighting. Quit trying to act cool. At least I'll admit it. This sucks. I hate it. Come on. I'm tired of it. I want to watch the Tigers. Jason.
Let's move on to the Tigers on that. They just finished up a road trip and they went 5-5.
Dude.
And they're back home and they won the first in the very big series with the Royals.
On accident.
It was a walk-off error.
Oh my god, David Price,
That
you bastard.
is the bigger issue.
Oh my god.
David Price slipped on a bat.
You flunkenstein.
Hurt his hamstring.
You dingleberry.
Oh.
How do you do that, Price? The price is wrong.
We're talking about our ace here.
We're talking about my ace of life. We're done.
Yeah, there's definitely no way that we can sustain a prolonged absence from him.
Oh.
Because if he's gone for more than like a 15-day DL stint,
Dude, don't even talk like that.
you're talking about then bringing Buck Farmer or Kyle Ryan up here.
No, I will not stand for it.
Buck Farmer's been okay,
Dude.
but he's playing in AAA.
Oh,
He's
my
not going up
God.
against major league hitters.
No.
So, I mean, it was fine when JV went out because you had David Price as your ace.
Dude, I'd rather have Charlie Villanueva in my bullpen than bring up Buck Farmer. Price, listen to me right now. Put some ice on it, get laid, and stop, and come back and pitch.
Maybe he should visit Kate.
Kate who?
Upton.
Oh, no. You'll never see him again. She's a succubus, man. She just takes everybody away from us.
So back to Buck Farmer. You know, he's 3-1 right now. He has a 3.94 ERA, which isn't great. But if David Price is only missing one start, I think Buck Farmer, that's what he needs to do. That's what he's there for. He gives you a spot start.
No, he doesn't.
But if Price is out for more than 10 or 15 days,
don't talk like that, Jason.
Dave
please.
Dombrowski needs to get on the phone, and I don't know who he's going to deal for.
Oh, dude, I don't want to talk about it. It's not going to happen. Price will be back.
So let's move on to the next issue.
No, David
Justin
Price.
Verlander. He's saying that he's got the green light to go.
No.
That he's getting ready.
Did he say that?
Yeah. He put it on his Instagram. He had
wow.
the picture of the stoplight with the green light. Green light means go.
I can't believe my girlfriend wants to have sex with Justin Verlander. It's just because he's got money, right? I mean, she said she would give him anal. I'm like, I can't get anal. I work 52 hours a week. What does Justin Verlander do? Take pictures of himself?
Yeah,
that's how you get laid, dude. You grow a beard out and you take a picture of yourself and you put it on the internet. Like, who gives a damn? I want to see you out there throwing 98 miles an hour. So, and if you're not going to do that, I don't want to see a picture of you, dude. You're not sexy to me.
So barring any setbacks, Verlander is probably coming back in June, which gives him about 15 to 20 starts. And I know that you're all off the Justin Verlander train.
I'm sorry.
You would never give him anal.
Yes, I would.
So
last year I would have. No, wait, I take that back. 3 years ago I would have.
Hypothetically, I've been saying that we need Verlander to win the Central. So in your mind, what does he need to do in those 15 to 20 starts to get us that pennant?
Listen, I'm not a genius, but I'm just going to say this. He's lost 10 miles an hour on his fastball, okay? He needs to adapt to the pitcher that he is now. He has to. I'm not saying he has to be a knuckleballer, you know what I mean? But he has to work his pitches. He has to. Dude, I don't know, man.
He's got to have the art of pitching, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's got to become who he is now, and that is a 32-year-old pitcher, dude.
So let's say he has 17 starts. What does his record need to be in that?
10 and 7.
How many wins does he need to have? He needs to be 10 and 7.
10 and 6.
I'd agree. I think he need anything less than 10 wins from him right now.
You think he's going to do that?
I think he can.
I told you, man. ERA of 5.5.
This is just saying, what does he need to do? Because right now,
work on his other pitches.
That too, but overall, what does he need to bring us? How many wins does he need to give us?
Out of 20?
Out of 20.
12.
Yeah. Anything less than 10 is
12 and 6.
You're not winning. If he's anything less than 10, we're competing for a wild card spot.
Do you think, dude, Verlander? I swear to God, I will grab your testes and rub them for you if you come back and perform the way you used to. Just give me a fraction of that human being.
He's got a shot, and
I'll let you scrape dog fecal matter off your cleat onto my face.
I don't think 10 wins is asking a whole lot of him because he's a guy who he won 20 games not too many seasons ago.
I don't care, dude. That was a long time ago. He's buried up Kate Upton's gash, man. He will knock it out.
But it's not unreasonable to expect 10 to 12 wins out of him.
Yes, it is.
He should be able to get that for you.
No, man, he's done.
John, what do you think? What do you think Verlander needs to bring us?
I'm sitting here listening, and my first thought is,
shut up.
10 wins, that means $2.8 million a win. Come on, man. That contract is going to probably go down as one of the worst.
It's a shortened season, though. You can't really judge it by that.
No, but I'm saying this. Do you think Justin Verlander long-term now is going to be the guy that's going to get us to 15 to 18 wins a year?
No, because he's loaded. He's banging the hottest chick on the planet, and he's always on Instagram and Twitter.
Once I saw that this week, I'm kind of like, why are you trolling the fans? You can't win. I just think that we have to wait and see what does he present on the mound? Does he mix up his pitches? Does he now pitch to contact instead of rearing back and trying to throw 98 miles an hour? We have to wait and see what he looks like. And you guys have to remember this. He hasn't pitched yet this season. He still could re-injure that arm. Right now, he's rehabbing it. He's trying to get himself 100%. Right now, he's basically a $28 million ticking time bomb. Any pitch this season could be his last for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, he'll be hanging out with Joe Nathan and Bruce Rondon in like 2 months.
This whole situation right now doesn't give me confidence. It gives me, the doc, a lot of worry.
Well, the
Shut
Tigers,
the hell up, the doc.
The Tigers, they definitely have some questions there. They have a slight lead in the Central right now. And
Half
there's
a
a
game.
lot of question marks with David Price and Justin Verlander. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the U of M MSU rivalry. We'll bring up the big story in the sports world, Deflategate and Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
And, of course, we still have Length or Girth.
Yes, we do. On Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
Doc here for our website, DetroitSportsPodcast.com, the hub of our project, the place to go to download the Motor City Sports Rant with Jarvi and Stubbs every Monday, Doc and Jock every Thursday, DetroitSportsPodcast.com, the free and easy way to help support the Detroit Sports Podcast Network, help us to continue to provide free content twice a week. We're looking to add more shows as we speak, and the best way to support us, visit our website, DetroitSportsPodcast.com. We greatly appreciate any support we can get. Now, back to the Motor City Sports Rant.
Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com, brought to you by Horizon League Cameramen. Jarvi,
Shut
break
up.
it down.
Dude,
Hardball.
I got robbed.
Yes,
I
you
got
did.
robbed from that.
I love you. You're going to be fine.
So this week, Mark D'Antonio was on a podcast, and they asked him about how U of M and Ohio State, they're getting a lot more play from the recruiting trail right now. And Mark D'Antonio's response to that, saying, I've said this over and over that we're selling results right now, and that the other guys, they're selling hope. Which, this isn't the first time that he said something similar to that. He said before that when they started out, when he got here and his staff got here, that all that they were really doing right then was selling hope. And that now that we've finally had some success, now we're selling results. So what did U of M do? Jay Harbaugh, special teams coach at Michigan, son of Jim Harbaugh, decided to go the only route that, he could really think of to fire back, which is social media. And he tweeted out, "You can't just hope to be great. You must work for it. We are not recruiting guys who are hopers. We are recruiting workers." So my question is, after that teenage tirade, has Michigan truly become the little brother? John, what do you think?
Oh, Jason, busting out the little brother. Unbelievable. This is a great time to be a Sparty football fan. Right now, we're talking about this football team with Connor Cook, arguably one of the best quarterbacks that Michigan State has ever had.
Yeah, he could go in the top 10 in the next year's draft.
We have a legitimate chance to get to the Final Four, to get to the playoff. And there's going to be a couple key games. Early in the season, we play Oregon at home, nighttime game. That's going to be a must-watch game. I think we're going to look to get revenge. And then now the gatekeeper in the Big Ten is Ohio State. And so Michigan is not the little brother. Right now, once you go out and you get Jim Harbaugh, that you can't even come close to saying that. In a couple years, the division in the Big Ten is going to be outstanding. Michigan, Ohio State, and Michigan State, come on now. It's going to be outstanding. It's going to be incredibly tough to get out of that division year in and year out. And so Michigan, right now, Michigan State needs to take advantage while we can. Jim Harbaugh's first season is going to be a struggle. Because he's going to get his people in there, so that you can't judge him by what's going to happen in the first year. Jim Harbaugh's son on Twitter is hilarious. He openly, tweets at recruits. He writes them letters. That's an interesting character, and he might be taking it a little bit too far in terms of his antics on social media. But Michigan State has to be feeling a little bit jealous in terms of look at all that they have done. All Michigan did was go out and hire Jim Harbaugh, and they get all the press coverage. And you just have to realize, just continue on with what we're doing. Michigan State is a national powerhouse. We're bringing in great recruits, and let Michigan do what they got to do. We are now leaps and bounds ahead of them. We have a great offensive line, a great defensive line. We're putting in lots of players to the NFL. Great running game. Michigan State's program is where it needs to be, and now we're talking about going to the next level, potentially getting to the Final Four and potentially winning the national title. Michigan's got a long way to go. Let's not poke the sleeping giant. Michigan has resources. They got arguably the best college football coach in the country, a great coach. Supposedly. But I agree. He's going to do some things. He's not going to be a bust. But Michigan State is going to continue on the path of success. I have no doubt about it. Let's just see what Michigan can do.
Yeah, and I really feel that Michigan State right now.
Are you jealous? Are you jealous of Michigan a little? It sounds like you got a little bit of jealousy.
I hate Michigan. I always hate Michigan. I will not deny that. I will never root for them. But it's at the point right now where, who cares about Michigan? They can talk all they want until they beat us. I'm not going to care about Michigan. I'm more worried about winning Big Ten championships and going on to college football playoffs. That's what I'm worried about. And I get it that Jim Harbaugh, he's trying to change the culture there in Ann Arbor. And it's possible he'll succeed. I think there's a possibility that he may fall flat on his face. Nobody's saying that. And I'm going to be one of the only people who's going to say Jim Harbaugh may not succeed because what besides he's had track records at other places. What's saying that that's going to continue to Michigan? Every place is different. He could burn out in Michigan. What's to stop him from that? So I understand he's trying to change the culture there. But until they play their first game, the smarter Michigan way to do it would have been to stay back and not talk smack to the guys who've been performing for the last couple of years. I mean, if Michigan comes out of the gate and they start winning game after game after game, they actually put up a fight against Michigan State or Ohio State, then they look like the smartest guys in the room. But on the flip side of that, if they shouldn't be upset at all if they come out and fall flat on their face, that Spartan fans are going to pile on. I will pile on hard, Michigan fans, because all that they've been talking about is how Jesus in khakis is going to bring them national title after national title. We may as well just give them the college championship. And it doesn't immediately erase the last 8 years. So he may change what the culture, but they need to win games first.
So what I'm hearing is you want to say something. You want to make a bold statement. Are you saying that, in your opinion, Michigan is Michigan State's little brother? Is that what you're feeling in your heart of hearts? I haven't heard you say it yet. Come on, do it. I know you want to say it.
I'm not going to give them the ammo. They're not little brother. I just hate Michigan.
Little sister?
No, I won't even. I won't go that
come on,
far.
Jason. Okay, I'll do
Michigan
it for you.
was the group. They're the ones who started it. They're the ones who called Michigan State little brother. I'm not going to call them that. We're both football. It's a football team, but they haven't done anything in the past 8 years to say that, oh, hey, we're just as good as you.
Okay, I understand. You're teetering. You want to say it. You feel it in your heart. You just can't come out and say it. I understand.
Shut up. Michigan State sucks.
Benny, you come back from the smoke break. Seriously, you didn't offer us anything? You didn't come in with a cup of coffee, water? Is that how you do us?
Yeah.
We're talking about Michigan getting all the coverage, Michigan State being successful, and not getting the respect that they deserve, and how you think Michigan's going to play. How is Jim Harbaugh going to play out his first year?
Does Michigan have any room to talk right now, Vinny?
Hell no.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Jay Harbaugh shouldn't be talking about Michigan State.
First of all, I don't know who you are, so you need to shut the hell up. You know who I am, and you know who Jarvi the King is, but you don't know who Jay Harbaugh is. You need to be quiet. Start winning. Okay.
So would you say
9-3 first year?
I'm not calling Michigan little brother because I just have a deep hatred for Michigan.
Why?
Would you
live
call
closer to Ann Arbor than you do Lansing? I don't understand it.
I love the Cedar River.
No, you don't. You're a Wolverine and you know it.
That's ridiculous.
Let me see that length and girth. Take that shirt off. I know there's a Wolverine shirt underneath it.
I have a white shirt under here.
Do you? Studley, man. Studley.
All right, so Michigan, I think John is saying that Michigan is little brother.
John doesn't know what he's talking about.
He's a Sparty. He's a diehard Sparty. I'm a Sparty fan, and I bleed green and white.
No,
he went there.
Don't. You bleed blue and silver,
more.
and it's really out of control. And
I do bleed blue and silver as well.
I bleed
the Honolulu blue and silver.
Blue and orange.
You know what's great about what we've done? We've basically taken the Michigan style of football and perfected it. We've got a great defense. We run the ball. We pound the ball. And the last couple seasons, Michigan State has just blown out Michigan in terms of great play on the offensive line. Jeremy Langford just ran the ball at will. It was
Matt
great.
Millen and Dave Brandon are having sex.
That's
all there is to it. He's gone, and now we got.
And that's another thing I want to point out is that Michigan fans always bring up the past. Oh, we're the most winningest franchise in college football history.
Michigan sucks right now.
Doesn't matter.
You're gonna hear me blow
All
them.
that matters
I'm not
is
blowing
the
them.
season that's coming up.
They're going 9-3 in their first year, and then the second year they're going to beat the Spartans'
They're
ass.
not going to go
and
9-3.
Ohio State.
They're going
Want to bet?
I'm betting. I go 7-5. And actually,
What?
I have the schedule
With Harbaugh?
Let's go. Let's do this.
Go ahead. I'll tell you
Game
right
by
now.
game
Week 1.
at Utah.
Win.
Loss.
Get
go
the
with
hell
loss.
out of here, dude.
Utah's got a good coach.
I don't care if they got a good girthy coach.
At home against Oregon State.
Oh, my God. Win.
I'll go win
They're
2.
2-0.
UNLV Rebels.
Come
at
on,
home.
dude. Win 3-0.
Okay, I'll give them the win 2.
Give it to me.
BYU Cougars at home.
Win.
I'll give
4-0.
them the loss on that
Come
one.
on, dude. Got some Mormon team?
At Maryland. It's
win.
a night game.
Win 5-0.
I'm going to give them the loss.
Okay. So you got them at 2-3.
Northwestern
Shame
at
on you.
home.
Loss.
Northwestern at home?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give them the win on that one. Michigan State.
Loss.
Yeah, loss. At Minnesota.
Win.
A night game.
Win.
I'm going to give them the loss as well.
I said win. What do you mean as well?
I'm going to, fine, whatever. I'll give them the loss. They're going to lose.
Okay.
At home against Rutgers.
Win.
I'll give them a win too. Even though they lost that game last year, didn't they?
I'll give them a win as well.
At Indiana.
Win.
Sure.
Sure.
At Penn State against arguably the number 1 pick in next year's draft, Christian Hackenberg.
Loss.
Yeah, loss. And I don't know, do I even need to say it? The Luckeyes.
Loss.
Yeah. So let's tally that up. You have
8-4.
8-4.
Okay.
I have them at
7-5.
5-7.
Oh my God! I hate your guts.
I think there's probably going to be a little bit of parity on
They're
there.
not playing Wisconsin this year.
I think 6-6 or 7-5 is more accurate for what Michigan's going to do this year.
8-4.
They have so many question marks.
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
Hard balls.
Making magic.
You're
To
a
quote
Wolverine
Adam
fan, and you know
Straczynski.
it.
They're not gonna succeed the first year.
Yes, they are.
Jim Harbaugh is gonna have to drink so much milk to win.
Dude.
I don't think his belly can hold it.
The 2015 season, more free tickets at the Big House. Let's keep padding those numbers. Keep giving us free tickets.
Oh, dude.
Free tickets at the Big House.
Let's look at the bigger story in the national sports world this week. It was Deflategate.
Oh no.
The Wells report came out, and
The Wells report.
It showed that probably Tom Brady had something to do with deflating those balls.
Oh my God, balls are a
And
huge
it's
deal.
talking more about Tom Brady's balls.
You can't mess with balls, man.
I know that I think Rob Gronkowski came out, and the only balls that
Came out of what? The closet?
he came out and said that the only balls he needed to worry about was these nuts. So
Yeah.
I mean, Gronkowski he's a very eloquent guy. I know that.
You know who's worrying about balls more than both those guys combined right now is Aaron Hernandez.
Yes.
He's got a lot of balls.
He
to worry
should be
about.
worried.
What was that drop, dude? Shame on you.
Does anyone outside of Indianapolis or Seattle really care about this?
I do and I don't. Every time the Patriots succeed, they're cheating. Tom Brady, you're Jesus. You don't have to cheat. I don't understand why you're cheating.
Well, they haven't taken any wins or any Super Bowls away from them.
He's a
so
feckless human
who
being for
really
cheating.
cares?
Seriously. Those hair plugs has got his mind rattled.
I don't really care. And I think the NFL is actually pretty grateful that this is happening.
Why?
Because this is all press. It proves that there was some minor cheating.
Oh, they want to suspend him and bring him back when they're playing the Colts?
But they're probably grateful that they're not talking about Ray Rice beating his wife.
Is
They're
he
not
gonna
talking
get
about
signed?
Adrian
Seriously.
Peterson beating his kid. I mean,
Where is Ray Rice?
he's unsigned still.
He needs to come to Detroit. I'm about to blow
Why?
a gasket. I don't know. He just needs to do it.
This isn't going to affect football. It's just not. They're a machine.
Dude, they're
the
tainted.
number one.
They're tainted, dude.
They're the number one sport in America.
That's grimy.
Nobody cares as long as they go out in the field on Sunday.
Dude, I kind of care about that. That's a big deal. They beat the hell out of the Lions like 34-9 at Foxborough. Were they doing it then? Maybe.
Nothing will change unless it hurts the NFL and how much money they make. Would you agree with that? As long as they're still making billions and millions of dollars hand over fist, it's not going to change. The same thing happened with the Vikings when they came out and initially supported Adrian Peterson, and then all of their sponsors started backing out, and then they're like, oh, wait, I'm losing money on this?
I didn't even know Minnesota had a franchise.
Yeah, because they suck.
I hate Ziggy Wolf. I'd rather have sex with a wolf than have Ziggy Wolf in my life.
But let's go back to the Deflategate game. It was the playoffs against the Colts.
Dude, they beat them by like 25.
It was 45-7.
Oh my God! So what is that? 38 points?
Would it even made any difference? They had properly inflated balls for a half of the game. So for a half of a game, did that make any difference?
So Brady probably just wanted like highlight reels.
It didn't make any. It wouldn't have made any difference. I mean, and Andrew Luck, he's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. If it was really affecting him that much, don't you think he would have said something to the rest? Said, "Hey, this ball doesn't feel right. I'm not really getting a good tight spiral on that." What?
Their balls weren't deflated. New England's were. So how would Andrew Luck know? The crazy thing is the referees spot the ball on every down. Wouldn't the refs know? So, what the hell's going on? The refs are all in on it.
Nobody cares, but that brings up...
I care, and they need to do something about it.
You care.
Yes, I do care, because it's going to get out of control.
So then there is talk that a suspension may be coming down for Tom Brady.
4 games, now.
So anywhere between 2 and 4 games, most likely. If they had 2 games,
I bet you they wish they had Ryan
he's
Mallon
coming
right
back against, I think, either the Bills or the Jags. It would be unprecedented, but 3 games, he's coming back prime time against the Cowboys in Jerry World.
Why do the Jags exist?
But then, let's look at this. If they do give him a 4-game suspension...
They're going to.
He comes back, prime time, rematch, Deflategate against the Colts.
Of course.
The NFL
That's why he will
still
be suspended
makes money. They're going to make money. It's...
How much money do you need? You're making me
They haven't made
sick.
enough.
Live my life.
Yeah, I know. But as we still pour money into the NFL, Tom Brady will still make his millions. Roger Goodell will still make his millions.
And Brady will always have a bigger
penis. And we'll still be here in the wonderful Laurel podcast studio.
Getting shunned.
Making podcasts for you guys because we love you.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with the best segment that we have.
I absolutely 100% agree with you on the Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
Let me give a little love to one of our sponsors, JerseyMount.com. Great product. If you're a fan of jerseys, if you have a great man cave, then definitely check out JerseyMount.com. It's a great product, real simple to do. You just hang it up on any surface, on a wall, in your man cave. You can hang up any of your favorite jerseys, nice and affordable. JerseyMount.com. Easy to install. You can hang any of your jerseys in your man cave. Check out the website, JerseyMount.com. Great product. It's really affordable. And right now they got a special 3-pack for $52. So check out the website, jerseymount.com. If you click through the banner link, then you can get an extra 5% off. Check out the website, jerseymount.com, and you can hang up your favorite jerseys in a nice, easy, and affordable manner. jerseymount.com.
Click on it.
All right, before we get into it, I was doing some research for the show, and I was looking for some lion subjects when I found the perfect article for Vinny and to lead into our next segment. It was an article about T.J. Jones,
Thieves,
the wide receiver that we got from Notre Dame, who he was on the PUP list last year, and they're saying that he's healing up pretty good. And the quote from Jim Caldwell was, "He's healed up quite nicely. I think he's still working himself into a position where he's got all of his girth back."
You son of a bitch.
Jim Caldwell listens to the podcast.
He listens, and I knew he did. And how dare he not listen to this podcast every week on Mondays? Why? Absolutely.
So that brings us to the
number 11th?
11th edition.
Edition of Length or Girth. Jarvi, the king. First question. Dude, David Price. He stepped on a bat after a 6-5 walk-off victory against KC. Length or girth? Dude, David Price. In excruciating pain. It's extravagant. He's ready for a wheelchair. He wants to die. And I don't blame him, because so do I, because of this. David Price on the DL. Length or girth, dude?
I think there's not enough information out there yet.
Yes, there is.
I'm going to go girth.
Oh, dude.
Because it's it's mainly for hope, because if he is out for length, then you can kiss our 4 Central titles goodbye.
Oh, David, I will hang a star of David in my front yard for like a year if you just come back and pitch. Second question on length or girth. Jason, your boy, Amir Abdullah, as a punt returner. Jeremy Ross is probably garbage and gone. So that means they drafted a punt returner in the second round, or Theo Riddick is garbage, and it was another bad draft pick. King, Jarvi, Jason, length or girth. Amir Abdullah as a punt returner.
I'm going to go length here. Ooh. I really am excited about this because whoever the Lions have at punt returner,
agreed.
He sucks. Yep. We had one good year with Jeremy Ross.
Oh my
god!
Really, no, he just did good against the Eagles.
Yeah, and that was the snow game.
I remember.
You can't really judge by that.
Shame on him.
I mean, and even before him, you had Stephon Logan.
Oh my god,
he was. I mean, we actually had a nickname for him. His nickname was Fair Catch.
I remember
that's all he did.
His first year, he was sweet.
Yeah, so I think Amir Abdullah, I like it. I think he's a younger Reggie Bush.
Damn it, dude.
And I think he can bring that electricity.
Remember Reggie Swinton?
No.
Eddie Drummond?
I do remember Eddie Drummond.
Oh my God, I want to commit suicide. I'm going to go length as well. Amir Abdullah is going to be the punt returner. And how can you get worse than Jeremy Ross? I don't know what runs through these punt returners' minds in Detroit. They have one good year, then they vanish. And I've had enough of it. Third question, length or girth? The Kansas City Royals. They look like they're starting to slide a little. Not really. Maybe, I guess. They're at 18-11. That's still pretty good. They're playing right now at Comerica Park. 5-5 in the last 10 games. KC Royals. Playoff push in 2015. Length or girth? Jason.
I'll go length for them because I really think that they'll make a push for the playoffs.
They're serious, dude.
I think.
Oh, dude, the Twins are 17-13.
F the Twins.
Oh my God.
But back to the Royals. They'll either be a wild card, or if David Price and JV don't come back, they're probably looking at an AL Central title.
I agree.
But, I really think this recent slide has something to do with playing the Tigers.
Yeah,
and
me too.
The Tigers, they just seem to have their number.
The Tigers are just great.
So I'll go length, but if they ever have to, if it comes down to the last weekend of the season and they have to go up against the Tigers, they probably aren't getting in.
Yeah, I'm going to go length. I think they're going to get in the playoffs. Oh, wait. They're losing weight. So girth, right?
Yeah.
So I got girth.
Yeah.
You got girth.
I have length.
I have length and girth. I don't have either. You have both. So girth. The Royals. They're going to make the playoffs. And I'm really frightened by their bullpen, their hitting, and them buying into Ned Yost. It is really scary. David Price. For the love of God, get healthy. Length or girth? Can we pause for a second, John? If your phone ever goes off again during length or girth, I will take your phone and urinate on it.
How do you know I'm not trying to get you guys sponsors?
Listen, length
How do you
or
know
girth?
It's not business or related?
Length or girth, Jason?
I got an extra question for you for length or girth.
I'm going to answer it.
Question number 4.
Oh, my God.
This week, Ken Holland gave the NHL teams permission to talk to Mike Babcock.
Oh, dude.
Is it panic in Hockey Town?
Absolutely.
Is Mike Babcock a Red Wing? Length or girth?
Girth, he's gone. I'm sorry. I think he's very hung. Listen, the message is stale. You got to rebuild. You got to start over. You're not going to go.
This is bad.
Listen, that drop is not going to be played on length or girth ever again. And I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I am. I think Mike Babcock's tenure in Detroit is done.
I still have hope. I'm going to go length with him.
Oh, you are.
I think he's going to go out. He's going to take a look at the different teams, and I'll give length.
Oh.
But to preface that, though, I will say that if he is gone, I will not be worried because I think Jeff Blashill, I think he's the 1A coach.
I don't know, man. You got a coach the name Jeff. I'm pretty scared.
So, Vinny, we'll go into the segment that we started last week. I think it was one that John created out of nothing.
Dude, I really have to do this?
You do.
Dude.
Because you're so pent up during the week.
Not.
You actually had a Facebook post where you're saying that you were so upset because you haven't been able to bust anybody's balls. So, Vinny.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you guys.
It's time for you to take a load off.
Dude, I don't want to do it.
Let me go take a load off.
All right, let me do it. I'm going to take a load off. Dave Burkett reports Duke head coach Dave Cutcliffe. He texted Jim Caldwell, and he told him what an excellent selection Laken Tomlinson was. And you build your franchise around a guy like that, right? And then he says he also creates job security. How do you know? It's NCAA. This is the NFL. I think it was a terrible pick, but they needed it. I don't know what to say. Jim Caldwell, it's too early to get an honest assessment on him. I don't know how you can create job security when you're unsure about a guy. I don't get it. I'm tired of Amir Abdullah already. I don't know why. I just am. Okay? I don't like it. And I don't like this segment, dude, and it needs to stop. I'm sick and tired of it. And you need to pop that Whitehead, dude, before I kill myself.
Don't you feel better now that you took a load off?
No, I don't. And I'm sick and tired of this segment.
I think you do. I think you're going to go home. You're gonna sit on your couch and you're gonna feel, oh yeah.
No, I already. It
feels so good to take that load off.
I did that earlier.
Oh yeah,
twice.
No,
I'm not
that's
even
good.
kidding you, dude.
Was that when you texted me? You said, "Is the podcast at 12?"
I mean, I asked you 5,000 times. Yes. Oh, I was so pissed because he's probably at, like driving the subway, just furious. Like, I can't believe I lost, and I'm like, I can't believe you took that bet, dude. You're out of control, and I told you to stop doing things like that.
All right, let's go into our last segment.
Oh my God, what is it?
The Get Laid Bar of the Week.
Yes. The Get Laid Bar of the Week. Winter Garden Tavern on 7 Mile in Farmington and Livonia. They serve food and have a decent selection of draft beers. Listen, that doesn't matter whatsoever. Your wieners do. 4-to-1 women and dude ratio, and these whores are easier than Glass Joe and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Go out there and seal the deal and get all that testosterone that's been building up from you sitting down on the couch and lying on Facebook all week. Motor City Sports Rant, Detroit Sports Podcast.com.
On the Get Laid Bar of the Week.
Get your ass laid.
This is a good episode.
I really
we had
enjoyed
good
this
conversations.
One. Yes. Harbaugh. All 20 of you need to shut up because you're all creepy looking. I'm tired of it.
You want to give Jim Harbaugh a load off, don't you?
Oh, I want to squeeze his wee-wee until all the load just goes everywhere. On Buckeyes' faces and Spartan shields everywhere. I'm sick and tired of Michigan State. You guys are bitches. And you guys will always be bitches. You guys got so lucky on accident to get Mark D'Antonio. You guys are sissies. You guys are a basketball program. You're not a football program. Fluking. You're lucky Dave Brandon's the Antichrist. You guys would still be garbage in my book.
I think this might be a carryover from Take a Load Off.
Oh, my God.
Vinny, how are you going to tell everyone that's listening that Michigan State is overrated or that we're little bitches? How are you going to tell us that?
What? Why don't you go on and get one of those jersey mounts and hang up a Montine Clean jersey in here? Don't talk to me like that. Or Jeff Smoker. Or Charles Rogers. Or TJ Duckett.
Todd Schultz.
Exactly. I don't need to hear your mouth. This is my podcast.
Who would you hang up on the wall?
This might be your equipment, but this is my podcast. And it's Jarvi the King's podcast.
Who would you hang up on the wall, Vinny? Who are your favorite athletes?
Tom Brady.
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. Donovan McNabb. Reggie Jackson. I'm just kidding.
If we went state, I'd go Cedric Irvin.
Oh, my God.
Cedric, I remember that
Charles
was
Rogers.
one of the first Michigan State games I went to. I think it was playing Indiana, and Irvin had like 5 touchdowns.
Yes.
It was awesome.
What are you guys doing this weekend? I should say this week.
It's Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah, I don't have a mom.
Celebrating Mother's Day.
I do have a mom, I think.
Do you have any baby mamas?
Me? Absolutely not. No, pretty much my sister-in-law is my mom, so I'll probably go over there with some flowers right now, actually. I feel really bad. It was her birthday, May 6th, and I've been working a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, give her some food. Take her out to lunch or something.
She doesn't want to hang out with me. Look how creepy I am, dude. Would you want to hang out with me outside of here?
You are creepy.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks. You just shattered my confidence.
That'll do it for episode 12 of the Motor City Sports Rant. I am Jason Jarvi.
I'm Vinny Stubbs, and I'm going to go hang myself on Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com. Anytime.
Okay, nice idiot. You. Bye-bye.
Good day, sir. I said good day.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Loser.